Hi folks, Chris Voss here from the ChrisVossShow.com, the ChrisVossShow.com. Be sure to check in daily. We, of course, review the latest in social media and technology. We're doing a number of tests with the new iPhone 5 as it just come out, and we're comparing it with the Galaxy S3. Now, in both cases, we're using an AT&T phone. The AT&T iPhone is mine, and thanks to AT&T for providing the Galaxy S3 for us to test. Be sure to check them out at amzn.to. This here is a macro photography comparison that I did where you can have great cameras and they can take plain great pictures all day long, but can they take really big pictures and really small pictures? What's the variance and complexity of which they can take small, medium, large photos, etc., etc. So what we did is we tested it under a macro setting where we shot several different macro shots, which are huge close-up shots. We're obviously using a additional add-on lens to get this macro shot taken and made. And so what we did is we made several comparison photographs, and here are the results. Now, we posted these on Facebook, and we said, which photographs do you like better? Now, keep in mind, these aren't a depth of field photograph. We pretty much were angling with the photograph to get as much of the individual being you see in the center of the photo into the picture. This wasn't part of a background shot or anything like that, so you need to ignore that whole part of it. Now, what you can see here is you can see the individual veins, and you can see the different hair aspects that are on a coffee bean. I call them hair aspects. You can't see those as clearly here. You can't. This is faded out in this area. What we'll do is we'll go ahead and pull up a little closer so you can see my meaning, because it seemed to be real deceptive to a lot of people that were out there. You can see the pores. See how you can see the pores in the bean and stuff, and how we're largely in focus right through here. You can see the different hairs that are down in there, different breaks. Like I said, you can see the vein. You can see this cut here very well that's in this particular bean. And that's really important in being able to make these strong in-focus shots. Now, when you look here, you can't really see the pores. Do you see the difference there? See the difference in the focus quality up in here? These are all blurred out. All this line down here is blurred out. Compared to here, you can easily see the ridges, bumps, and angles of the bean. Hair-wise, the little hair follicles that I call hair on the coffee bean, you can't see those very well in here. It's all blurred out. See how this is blurred out with the cut in the bean, and this is very jagged. You can see it very clearly here. The bean underneath, you can't really see. Here you can see on the bean underneath the cut that's there. You can see this area over here very well. This is really important when you're looking at the quality of a camera on the phone. And I do have to tell you, the Galaxy S3 camera is a great camera. I'm not knocking it and saying it's a horrible camera. It's a great camera. But which is better? That's what we're looking at. So let's take another picture that we took and did. Now, what we did is we took a newspaper, and thanks to Robert Scoble for recommending we do this. We took a newspaper. This is a photo with an iPhone 5. Okay, very close up. You can see here we're picking up colors and dots, and they come through very clearly. Here is the same picture in the same area, done with the Samsung Galaxy S3. You can see we had a really hard time getting it to focus, as we did with the bean. It doesn't focus very well in tight macro solutions. So let's go ahead and see the two comparatively side by side. Here you can see that we're getting really distinct patterns and colors of the ink. We're getting really deep into it. Here we're just kind of getting a bland picture. Let's go ahead and move that in for a second so you can see the real differences here. If you really look and we move in close enough, there's a point here where this isn't going to come out well on our screen, but you can see the individual dots very well that make up the paper. Whereas over here, you can see how bland it is, how washed out it is, and everything else. You can kind of see some veins and context in the T period in the lettering, but this is all blown out down here. And we tried everything we could to replicate the same photo, get the same focus, everything else. No matter what we did, this was the best the Galaxy S3 could capture. So you can see the definitive results there. I mean, that really is telling as to the difference between these two cameras. So I got to tell you, the iPhone in my mind is definitely still a winner. It definitely rock and rolls. And in my mind, it's the winner. So there's our opinion on it. You can decide for yourself. Get a macro lens and try it out with your camera. And thanks for coming by the chrisvossshow.com. Be sure to check out all the other mirroring videos we're doing on the iPhone 5. Thanks for coming by.